Well, welcome to the Blaine House, Aaron and crew. It is the people's house. It's belonged to the people of Maine for 100 years now, and I really feel privileged and lucky to be here. For 35 years, the Kennebec Garden Club has taken over this house at the holiday season. We gave them a theme. We talked about women in Maine history, and they went to town and decorated the whole downstairs of the house, celebrating the 100th year of women's suffrage, the bicentennial of the state of Maine. It already is a huge moment in the state's history, and I'm so privileged to be the governor during this historic year. This is the main entrance, the front entrance to the Blaine House. Today it is adorned with purple and white sashes and decorations to honor the suffrage movement. To your right is the state dining room, as it were, the large dining room. It's been decorated for the holiday season by the Kennebec Garden Club. Well, one of the most prominent women in Maine history, of course, is Margaret Chase Smith. So we've decorated this area with her fur and gloves. She served on the Armed Services Committee, where she fought for the rights of women in the military. And these silver oak leaves are a tribute to the military, in particular this year, women in the military. This coming weekend, we're hosting military children, children of those whose parents or parent is away on deployment. And here we have some wonderfully fanciful exhibits that the Kennebec Garden Club did. One to Helen Nearing, and developed a theme of living off the land. And then Sarah Orne Jewett, who was born in South Berwick, short story writer, fiction, some poetry, and someone of whom we're very proud to call a Mainer. Rachel Carson was not born in Maine, but loved the state of Maine and wrote the book, The Sea Around Us. So this corner is dedicated to her. These beautiful ornaments were made by hand by Dalif Ipka. She was the daughter of William and Marguerite Zorak, also famous artists and illustrators. Fly Rod Crosby was born in Phillips, Maine, but traveled the world talking about fly fishing and hunting. She was the very first Maine guide, not just the first woman Maine guide, but the very first Maine guide. And she's well known across the state among sports people. This room, the family dining room, is dedicated to tribal women, leaders, various backgrounds, various tribes, but we thought we should honor them because they did so much to promote women within the tribes. This is probably the most historic room in the house. It is the office that James G. Blaine used. This is his desk. But we've done this room this year for the holidays to commemorate the women who ran lighthouses in Maine, particularly Abby Burgess. There are other women who ran lighthouses, and we thought we would, remember them in this room.
It's the year of the woman.
It is, really. Happy holidays to all of Maine, and those visiting, I hope you'll come back, move back and stay, contribute your talents to our great state. I look forward to seeing all of you during the new year. 2020 looks to be a great year for the state of Maine, so happy holidays.